Autumn's a fantastic time to get out on the bank. The fish are feeding heavily to fatten up for winter, and it's just a really nice time to be out this time of year. Now this approach I'm going to show you here, this is for my short session approach. Maybe a day session dropping in, maybe even an overnight where you're dropping in, finding a fish, dropping in on them. If I was going to be doing a longer session where I'm baiting up and sitting on the bait, then I wouldn't really worry about this so much. I think because this time of year the fish have had a lot of pressure during the season, I like to take off all of my leaders, take off as much as I can and just keep everything really simple. But then I apply a couple of bits to help pin everything down as well, make the trap sort of unhidden really. Make the trap hidden really. So basically just taking the main line, so I've taken all the leaders, everything off, got 12-pound main line on here, and I'm just going to pop a tail rubber on. And then I'm going to put a safety clip on. Still keeping all the rig as safe as I can. I do like a safety clip. I like the safety clips as well. Quick change the leads if I want to fish a little bit further out. I can put a bigger lead on. What I tend to use a lot of the time for my fishing now, short range work, sort of 2–2.5 ounce lead. So basically I've just done a Palomar knot on there because I've got a nylon main line. Palomar knot is the strongest knot by a long way. It's a non-strangulating knot, so there's no kinks in the line when you pull it down tight. Just take off that tag end. Then I've just got a quick change clip on this end of the swivel. I'll put another tail rubber onto the rig itself. It's got a loop in the end, figure of 8 loop. And that just goes onto the quick change clip. So everything on here, once it's set up, I can change the rig really quickly. If I have a fish and I want to change the rig, I can change the lead size. I'll just pull this tail rubber back down. It's a very simple setup this, very strong. I think sometimes when you put all these little added extras onto your rig you can weaken it. There's certain weak spots, so there's just one Palomar knot there and then one loop knot. So the rig's nearly finished. What I tend to do at this point is just take a little bit of putty, so just a smaller bit with the rig end, and I'll put that halfway along. I'm going to use a bottom bait on this rig, so always what that piece of putty is set to do, you just make sure that that fluorocarbon sits hard on the deck. It's not looping up in the air so the fish can see it. And then away from the safety clip, probably a couple of feet away, I'll just put a bigger bit of putty onto the main line to help pin that down as well. I tend to fish quite a slack line this time of year as well, so the line's not cutting through the water. I've noticed even today, compared to a couple of weeks ago, this lake has started to clear up. All them algae blooms and everything are all starting to settle down on the bottom. There's less activity in the lake from all the underwater organisms, and the lake's starting to clear. So with the years of angling pressure and the water clarity going clearer, I'm just trying to keep everything really simple. So there's my setup, nice fluorocarbon hook link on there, safety clip, bit of putty on there, get the rod out and hopefully catch a fish over the fizzing that I'm seeing in the area.